Emotions and the immune system. Just like neurons of the nervous system, all of the white blood cells of the immune system manufacture, secrete, and receive the full range of neuropeptides. And like neurons, their membranes are studded with millions of receptors at any given time, and they can alter their populations according to past stimulation or current events. They are fully equipped to communicate back and forth with the brain from anywhere they may travel in the body. It has been long recognized that one of the primary jobs of the immune system is to discriminate between you and not you within your tissues. Chemotaxy is the means by which white blood cell follows the scent of a chemical trail to a specific site where it is needed. Local tissues experiencing invasion or trauma of some kind release a peptide distress signal, which diffuses outward and remains most dense closest to the local area. The white blood cells then pick up this message and begin quickly maneuvering themselves toward the increasing density of the messengers. In this way, they locate the trouble very efficiently. Given this tight informational relationship, many more effects are imaginable between the brain, the tissues, the white blood cells, and the foreign invaders. For instance, this might be the mechanism that makes it possible to classically condition immune responses. Once the brain has associated a trumpet blast with a pathogen, it can activate white blood cells, even in the absence of that pathogen, operating on the stimulus of the trumpet blast alone. This is to say that immune activity can be directly enhanced or suppressed by different feeling states. This is hard clinical evidence of connection between emotion and disease. When chronically perpetuated, some feelings and beliefs predispose us to immune deficiency. Others predispose us to robust resistance. Emotions directly impact the immune system. This has led to a branch of cell biology called psychoneuroimmunology, the clinical study of how brain firing patterns, the psyche, impacts individual neurons' peptides production, or neuro, which in turn direct the activity of the immune system. It asks questions like, can anger or other negative emotions cause cancer? Researchers have convincingly shown that being able to express emotions like anger and grief can improve the survival rates of cancer patients, and we now have a theoretical model to explain why this might be so. Since emotional expression is always tied to specific flow of peptides in the body, the chronic suppression of emotions results in a massive disturbance of the psychosomatic network. Many psychologists have interpreted depression as anger redirected against oneself. Is it possible we could learn to consciously intervene to make sure our natural killer cells keep doing their job? Could being in touch with our emotions facilitate the flow of the peptides that direct these natural killer cells at any given moment? Is emotional health important to physical health? And if so, what is emotional health? These are the sort of questions we have to start addressing if we take the links between mind and body seriously. We can no longer think of emotions as having less validity than physical material substance, but instead must see them as cellular signals that are involved in the process of transmitting information into a physical reality, literally transforming mind into matter. Emotions that are the bond between matter and mind, going back and forth between the two and influencing both. All emotions are healthy because emotions are what unite the mind and body together. Anger, fear, and sadness, the so-called negative emotions, are as healthy as peace, courage, and joy. To express these emotions and not let them flow freely is to set up a breakdown in the system, causing it to act across at cross purposes rather than as a unified whole. The stress this creates, which takes the form of blockages and insufficient flow of peptide signals to maintain function at a cellular level, is what sets up the weakened conditions that can lead to disease. All honest emotions are positive emotions. Health is not just a matter of thinking happy thoughts. Sometimes the biggest incentive to healing can come from jump-starting the immune system with a burst of long-suppressed anger. The key is to express it and then let it go so that it doesn't fester or build or escalate out of control.